Pretty soon, 2 years are going to fly by. We're going to be sitting here doing the same interview.
I can't wait. No, I can't. I can wait. It's going to be great, everyone.
You are listening to Ugly Babies Podcast, where you will learn the path to distinguished designer through a series of bite-sized lessons. This is going to be my first interview on the podcast, which I'm very excited about. It is with a close friend of mine who just got a really cool graphic design position and is just super talented and outdoorsy. Recently enjoys fishing with her boyfriend and her dog, and she's just really cool, but she just started going to grad school. I tried to catch her before her first day, but we didn't swing it, so we tried to pull a little bit like it was before it happened, but it was really a couple days in. You'll have to excuse if there's any weird cuts. I am not well practiced in interviewing, so I definitely went on a bunch of tangents that weren't appropriate for the podcast or like worth hearing at all. So I had to cut in some certain spots that you might be able to tell, but y'all just have to get over it. Anyways, this is Stephanie and I guess just having a little chat. You just got a job at the Metro Parks, right?
I did. 24,000 acres, 300 miles of trails, 8 golf courses, 8 lakefront parks, and a nationally acclaimed zoo. So it's pretty cool that I got the gig there, and I'm very happy.
Now, is that towpath outside of your job? Is that like the Metro Parks too?
Yes.
Oh, so, wow. I'm pretty sure that I'm just like oblivious to all this land that is a part of the Metro Parks.
Yeah, it's not, Cuyahoga Valley National Park, so that's not part of them. The Cleveland Metro Parks does span quite a lot.
Now, what do you do at the Metro Parks?
So right now I'm working on their newsletter.
What's your title?
I'm a graphic designer.
Do you do, like, are there other graphic designers working there?
Yes.
Is the department, like, huge or just, like, a couple of you?
It's a pretty small department. It's actually surprising how small the creative department is for how much they do.
Did you decorate your office yet?
I've not.
Do you have any plans?
I'd like to put a plant in there and a picture of Ziggy.
I think we should do a sculpture of Ziggy.
You know, they do those. There's a person right now that's making styrofoam beavers. And they're
awesome.
They're beautiful, and I can tell that they're going to look amazing and realistic, and yeah, very, very talented people that are working in my little building.
Whoa, wait, your people do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, get them to make one of Ziggy for your office. What if we got like a bust mount of Ziggy, like a deer?
That might be terrifying. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, God.
That would be cool. Okay, so before undergrad, how far out of high school did you go to college the first time?
So I took 1 year off. So I graduated high school in 2008, and then I went to Tri-C in 2009.
And then when you went to Tri-C, were you undecided, or were you going for the environmental stuff right away?
No. So I was pretty undecided, but I took a lot of film classes because I was very into movies and videography. And
I wish I would have taken one of those classes.
Yeah, they're very cool. Very knowledgeable people.
I took a theater class, which was cool. I just read a bunch of plays. That was the summer class I took between the most recent summer that I was in school.
Oh,
and that
nice.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are all pretty fun.
So what got you into the environmental aspect? Like, how did you end up with that degree?
So I guess I've always been very interested in the environment and sustainability, and green living. I could do a lot better than I am doing right now, but I try.
Oh, there's like a conscious effort happening.
Yeah, there's always a conscious effort. Now, whether or not it's executed well is another story. But so it's always been in the back of my brain, and I've always loved animals and the parks and hiking.
And then, did you ever get a job with that degree?
So I did. I had an internship, so I didn't actually have a job, but I had an internship, and I think I just kind of got a glimpse into what the nonprofit world was like and the politics behind it, and I thought that was maybe not the route I wanted to go down. Which then led me to really look inwards and think that maybe I should go back to school. And that was a very hard decision to come to.
Yeah. I didn't even tell you this. My dad the other day was like, "Do you think you'd like to teach?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I've like thought it before, but like I don't know. Like, I don't want to like put in the effort." That's what Joe said. Joe was like, "You could just like move to Kent." And I was like, "Oh, you're making this look too appealing." And then I actually, like, I'm not even kidding, like, Sunday, I almost, like, signed up for a pottery class at LC. I don't know why, but that almost happened.
I want to do that.
My sister-in-law is in the one at LC right now.
We should do it together. I know
wouldn't
that.
Be fun.
It would be fun.
You already have too much school, man. Okay, so you decided to go back to school, and did you know, like, was that decision based in, like, you knowing that you wanted to do design, or did you know you just had to go back for something? Or what brought you to design?
So I did some more delving into what graphic design was, since I didn't even know that Cleveland State had a graphic design program. But somehow in my late night searches, I found that they did, and I just looked into more about what graphic design was.
Oh, so you kind of just, like, found that path by yourself.
I did, but I always thought that I kind of had an eye for photography, and I was always that person in Target looking at the packaging of things and buying things that looked aesthetically nice as opposed to other things. So it seemed like the right kind of path to go down. But I only ended up taking, I think I took one or two classes when I decided to come back to school, since I didn't really know if it was for me. So I started off with baby steps.
Now, were you at CSU before you met me in that class?
No. That was the very...
So we started together?
Yes.
Okay. And did you get that degree in 2 years? Or did you start at a community college again before you went to CSU? Or were you...
So I had my other degree,
yeah,
environmental policy and management, but I got the majority of my basic courses out of the way at Ohio State and Tri-C.
For design?
No.
Or from the other one? So that stuff just transferred? That just works like that?
There was a lot that did transfer over, like languages and maths and stuff like that. But...
So did you just, like, only have to take the specialty classes? Specialty, like, related to your major? That's
yes.
what those are called?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
When I came back to school, yes. I think I did have to take a couple random classes, though.
To, like, fulfill the university requirements?
Yes, and I don't remember now what they were.
Those are a pain.
Was I happy about them? No.
No. Did you have to take one of the writing across the curriculum classes at CSU?
Did.
Which one did you take?
I don't remember.
Oh, gosh. Do you remember if it was, like, an art history class, or?
It was art history. It was, Greek something or other.
Oh,
this is so terrible. I don't remember.
Crazy. No, I don't. Hey.
I just remember writing a paper mostly about The Gladiator, the movie starring Russell Crowe.
Definitely never seen that.
Oh, it's good.
Sum up your design undergrad experience in a few sentences.
A few sentences. I loved my undergrad time. I think when I took my environmental policy classes, even though I liked the stuff I was learning, I always felt like an outsider, but when I was in the graphic design program, I finally kind of found my people, and I found where I belonged, and I wasn't afraid to speak up. Usually I was like the quietest person in class, and I didn't have any friends. I would just kind of go home, and that was the end of that. But I made some really good pals in design school, like you and other wonderful designers.
So, like, basically what you're saying is that if you didn't have class with Caleb and Donna and I, you still would feel lost.
I had other friends. Shout out to Maria and Asha and...
I forgot that you were, like, involved in, like, stuff. I was not. The AIGA crew was, like, they were great because I did not consistently come, but they were nice enough to treat me like I consistently came. Like, they at least acted like they weren't miserable to see me.
Nobody was miserable to see you. That's the thing about, like, we're all kind of going through the same stuff, and everyone was very supportive. And
no, that was crazy though, because you took on so much, like, extra stuff with them too while you're doing homework, and, like,
I did
stuff.
The Vindicator and
the cards,
and the vice president thing.
Did you do a shirt design?
I didn't submit a shirt design.
Whoa, can I see it?
I did, and I said I didn't.
But did you make one?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You said you didn't submit.
I
didn't even,
no.
I considered it a couple times, but the thing is like, I really liked the one that she made, like, right away.
I did too.
I know, I was like, well, I lost it.
You lost your shirt.
I don't know where my shirt is. Okay, so let's pretend like you didn't just have your first day at grad school. How did you feel like going into it?
The imposter syndrome was very real. I was very nervous.
Now, like, is that just, like, your head doing its own thing, or, like, was there anything, like, actually, like, daunting about the process?
No, the whole process was honestly very smooth and fine and easy to go about. It was mostly just me being worried about not knowing anyone from our program and up against these other designers. I shouldn't say up against them, because we're all
working together.
We're all
really
working
right now.
together.
Now, when you get out and you're all going for jobs, you'll be up against each other.
I know. Yeah, that's the thing.
But not right now, though.
Not right now.
Hey, you gotta, like, pal up. Like, I'm not really mad that I was, like, fighting you for a job for a minute. I was trying. I couldn't even get in the running to fight you for the job.
Right.
So, how does it work? Like, how is grad school laid out? Like, is there only 2 years? Like, how many classes do you take? How long are the classes? Is it, like, a lot of years? Oh, you don't know.
It sounds like it takes the average person about 2.5 to 3 years. So this is all from this is all from a very new grad student perspective. So I'm getting my MFA. And the MFA, I believe, takes anywhere between 2 and 3 years. 2 years if I really want to not sleep or have a social life, it seems.
Now, how many classes are you taking right now?
I'm taking 4 classes.
Are they, like, long?
No, they're all about... My one class is 2 hours long, but the majority of them are an hour and 15 minutes.
That sounds like pretty reasonable. Now, that classroom that you posted on your story, is that, like, where you will spend most of your time? Or, like, are there different classrooms? Or, like, how does that work?
So it's actually really interesting. So all the classes are in Taylor Hall, and they are... I don't even know how to describe it. They're very, like, open air... not offices, rooms.
Like open concept type deal?
Yes. So you can just walk through a class that's happening to get to your other class. And you can just see everybody.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
You know?
Now that you said it, it will.
I think it'll take some getting used to, but most of the time you can kind of make your way
sneak around. Yeah.
So that doesn't happen. But there is a communal grad studio room where they do hold some classes in, which is also interesting. So you get really used to the space, and then you also have classes in
just happening.
A section of, yeah.
Do you have, like, I remember, no, I mean, I don't really remember, but I remember hearing something about how, like, in grad school, like, sometimes you can get, like, your own designated, like, studio area. Do you have, like, a designated desk or anything?
So in that big room studio, I do have my own desk. So it's kind of, what's that book called? Lord of the Flies? So we all kind of had to, like, Lord of the Flies it out, and I'm just air punching as I'm talking. We all kind of had to find our own desk area, so that was nice. And we can decorate the space how we want. So I don't have
Where did you pick to sit? In the front or the back?
I ended up picking a spot that all the quote-unquote good spots, in my opinion, got taken.
Oh, you lost the fight?
I wanted to say hi to Ken. Hi, Ken. He's not listening. No, but my spot is fine. And I can see out the windows. It's all very nicely well lit.
But, is it close to the front or the back? Or?
It's like, it's strange. So it goes kind of in a circle, almost.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much smack dab in the middle, facing windows.
Well, that's really nice.
There's no bad spot.
That's really... No, I liked, in David Hicks' class, have you ever been in the drawing rooms at CSU?
No.
It's like you, like, come in the door... And there's, like, a wall of windows, and then there's, like, desks. But, nice. The wall of windows was, like... Oh, do you remember that drawing that I made? The long charcoal one where Hicks is standing at the end? That was the view. Oh. It was pretty... Nice. It was really cool.
Yeah, windows are important. I'd like to be able to see the outside world.
Yeah.
While behind a screen.
Yeah. While behind a screen.
Yeah, because we're always stuck behind our computers.
Yeah, world.
It's nice to see what other people are doing and leaves changing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like... Okay... did you watch the Twilight movies?
I did.
Okay, so, like, you know when, like, Edward is away and they're trying to show that time is passing, and so they do, like, that camera angle that's, like, panning in a circle and, like, the seasons are changing outside of the window? That's gonna be grad school. Pretty soon, 2 years are gonna fly by, we're gonna be sitting here doing the same interview.
I can't wait. No, I can't. I can wait. It's gonna be great, everyone.
Yeah.
I think of that scene from The Lion King, you know, where what's the main character's name in The Lion King?
Mufasa?
Simba.
Oh,
jeez, Louise. Mufasa.
That's not his name.
He's a big character. The scene where he's like growing into an adult.
And
he's walking across the log. And he becomes like hot Simba. He does. He's like an adolescent, and he becomes a teenager, and then. He turns to the camera and leans nowhere.
Dude, I was gonna ask if that was the song that played through that. I'm following. Hot Simba. Maybe I'll change my Instagram handle to Hot Simba. I bet that isn't taken either. That'd be kind of funny.
Oh no.
Did having your first day, like, help with the jitters? Like, do you feel better about it?
It did help with the jitters. Because not that undergrad, I feel like undergrad is pretty good about being more of like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Because right now we're like all cohorts. There we go. And, like, the teacher is on our level. Nobody is above anybody else.
Oh, okay.
Whereas undergrad maybe felt kind of more like high school, where you can't have your phones out, but I guess we could.
Well, no. Do you remember the one class that we took?
The one class we took.
The one class that we took.
This is true. But you felt like more of a student in undergrad, whereas now I feel less like a student and more like...
Well, I feel like people have to know, like, you're putting, like, a lot of money on the line. Like, I understand, like, respecting, like, teachers and stuff, but, like, if I have my phone out, it's my fault that I fail your class.
Right.
But now... Who knows? You could have your phone out and you're just checking a layout on a mobile device.
Right. And there's a lot of, there's people with kids and, you know, we're all little young professionals.
Now, is there anybody in your class that's weird? Now, listen, this is why this is an appropriate question. So the pottery class that my sister-in-law is in, I was like, how's class? And she's like, oh, I really like it. There's an 11-year-old in my class. And I was like somebody's bringing their kid? She was like, no, I have no idea. They're in the class.
Man, I was like... These kids, they grow up so fast.
Yeah, well, she said that the kid was, like, truly behaving like a child. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, I would throw a fit if I got to a class and, like, somebody was just being, like, extraordinarily obnoxious.
Yeah, there's nobody like that. Everyone was very respectful, very, I don't know, I wore a blazer yesterday thinking that everybody would be wearing, like, blazers and young professional clothing. They were not. It's...
See, that's weird. I feel like that's a first day thing, though, to dress up. Like, I think that, like, shows you're respectful and, like, excited to care.
I mean, there were people wearing, like, crop tops and whatnot, which...
Oh, that's hot.
I mean, it was a hot day out, so...
I was gonna say...
It was very...
You wore a blazer and it was, like, 900 degrees yesterday.
Right.
The elementary schools... Oh, no, they did. They didn't have school on Tuesday and Wednesday.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't have... It's 2021. I mean, my junior high, they didn't have...
Well, it's weird. So, like, the school that my mom works at, the library and, like, the media, quote unquote, it's now, like, an inventor center or something. I gotta tell you about that. It's so cool. Yeah. That's air conditioned.
Yeah.
But, like, I only think some of the classrooms are air conditioned, but it's weird. But I was on the phone with my mom today when there was an announcement that was like, attention. And I was like, oh no. Like, I'm feeling secondhand fear for being on the phone. And he was like, PTA paid for some ice cold water bottles. You can bring your class down to. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was like when I worked at a factory.
Where was the factory?
Lincoln Electric.
Oh.
Off of Euclid. But so I was working third shift for a little while. So I mean, if you work none of this is relevant. If you work during the morning, like, it's still a little cool out because it's the morning. Yeah. But I pretty much came in...
At the end of the day, it was, like, the building was the hottest.
Sweltering.
Yeah.
So they would have a little, like, popsicle stand thing on wheels.
That's awesome.
And, like, had little slushies and things, and they would hand them out to us as the sweat was, like, flooding
pouring
my
off your
eyes.
face. Yeah.
Good times.
That's kind of neat. My neighbor worked at Lincoln Electric for a long time.
It's a good company.
Yeah.
My mom was there for, I don't know, 20 years.
That's
good
crazy.
People. Yep.
So, are you overall excited about grad school?
I am overall excited about grad school. I think my mantra for the rest of the semester and rest of my time there will be I accept. Mostly because I was watching a yoga video and she said that mantra. It's like, I accept. That's
like,
good.
I can roll with that.
I'm going to use that.
Oh, good. I hope that's always on your lips for the next time I ask you for a podcast.
I accept. That's good. Yeah. No, but I am excited. I'm trying not to think about defending my thesis, though, since that's something I will have to do as an MFA student.
So did they tell you, like, about how that works, like, right away?
Yeah, they don't, I don't think they want us to think too much about it, day one. But...
Oh, that's too bad. I'm going to make you think about it. So do you know, like, do you have to, like, have a thought, or do you have to make something, or, like, how does it work?
What do you mean?
Like is it like a paper?
Yes. It's a paper that's going to be some sort of research problem that I'm going to have to defend. So I've been reading other people's theses. Thesi?
I like thesi.
And they'll have these really long titles that I literally can't even understand or comprehend. So it's some sort of design problem like, kids don't go outside enough because of technology. How can we kind of fuse the two together so kids can still be outside and also enjoy TikTok? I don't know. Yeah. And then you create like an app or something. And
okay.
So it doesn't have to be like that.
So are you like weaving like a design solution into a paper and then defending your design solution?
Yes. And that's how I will get my degree. Because if I don't pass that, then I
don't get the degree.
And something happens. I don't know. But it sounds like they really prepare you for the 2+ years that you're there. So you'll become an expert on what you're defending, and you'll know it up and down. And the whole 9 yards. So honestly, by that time, I should not be nervous. I should just be nervous, like your average person should be nervous about defending a thesis, but I shouldn't feel like I'm in the dark about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think especially if they like don't want you thinking about it right now, I think it that is, like, comforting, because I think they know how much time it takes for somebody to, like, pull their shiznat together.
And there's a committee of people that I guess will help you write it, help you brainstorm for it, help you get ready for the public speaking aspect of it. Like, there's literally a team of people, and they don't want to see you fail.
Right.
So
because it makes them look bad.
It's pretty much. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a win-win for everyone.
Well, I mean, it'll be
interesting. That's for sure. But that people getting just an MA, they don't have to defend a thesis, and
why is that?
they're not going to teach. So
I see.
Yeah.
You have to prove that you're smart.
yeah, I guess so. God. And their program, I think, only lasts for a year or so. So you can get your master's in 1+ years.
Oh, well.
If you're thinking about it.
I guess what can you do with a master's, though?
I'm sure you could do, I don't know, become an art director.
Okay, I have no good finisher for this episode. But like a lot of people when they have other people on their shows, a lot of podcasters when they have guests, that would be the appropriate way to say that. They play a game. Except I don't have a good game.
Podcasts I'm listening to, they do a Would You Rather. Do you have any Would You Rather questions?
Oh, yeah. Would you rather could be fun. Okay.
Right.
So, would you rather create an app that kids are meant to enjoy outside to keep them outside, i.e. something like Pokemon Go, or create a TikTok account and post to it?
Those are very different questions.
I know. I think both of them would be awful.
I mean, I really enjoyed Pokemon Go. I thought that was pretty cool.
Do you think you could design an app like that?
Maybe. Something with animals?
That would kind of scare me.
Like salamander finder? I don't know how many. Yeah.
I found a salamander the other day in Joe's backyard.
Did you? I love salamanders.
There was 2. I've never seen
Aw.
one in person before, and I picked it right up. I was not afraid to touch it, and then my niece did not want to put it down.
Okay.
Eh,
Is it still alive?
I don't know. Okay. Would you rather eat a bag of Chipotle chips with no teeth, or eat an onion raw
Ooh.
with teeth?
That's a good one. I think I would do the Chipotle chips
With no teeth?
Yeah.
They would cut your mouth.
But you can, like, let them sit in your mouth and get
Oh,
soggy.
see, okay, I've been using that for Would You Rather since I was like a little kid, and I just remembered that was a thing.
Uh-huh.
And that is everybody's. I would just let it get soggy.
Yeah.
I would hate that. I would just want to, like, and it's good, and you know, like, the feeling where, like, your mouth wants to swallow because, like, there's enough saliva and the food is, like, ready.
Right.
That. Like, what if there's, like, a chip in your mouth and your mouth is, like, swallowing? You're like, nah, man, I didn't chew yet.
It's fine. Eating an onion raw.
Or you eat onion on a burger? Raw?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Just that,
I
like,
don't
times
prefer
10.
it. I like them sauteed. If we're being specific.
Okay, would you rather solve an accessibility problem or redesign a form?
Solve an accessibility issue.
Would you rather solve a digital or physical accessibility issue?
Physical?
That would probably realistically help more people. Did you see that? I think Caitlin posted it on her Facebook. Maybe I'm, like, completely off by who posted it. Why do I think it was her? But it was, like temporary blockages are still blockages or something, where, like, the snowplow, like, pushed snow up into a mound on the end of the sidewalk that had, like, a ramp for wheelchairs. Did you see that? And I was, like, looking at it and I was like, yeah, that would actually suck to be in a wheelchair and see the snowplows, like... Not that, like, there's only so much you can do with that, I think, but, like, at that point, then there should be people that, like, get out and shovel off the ends of the sidewalks.
Right.
I think that's, like, I do feel like I learned a lot in design school, but, like, it's, like, little nuanced stuff like that I think is the stuff that, like, actually needed to be taught.
And it's always present. I feel like I can never just stop thinking about design.
Oh, dude, I know. And it's even worse now because my brothers, like, ask me about their realty forms, or, like, not forms, but, like flyers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to, like, critique them to the point that, like, I can help them, not to the point that I seem neurotic.
Right.
Like, my brother will show me something and he'll ask me, like, one question and I'll be like, okay, but also, like, this and this and this and this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't have control over that. I'm like, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, that color blue is fine.
Right. Yeah, that was interesting.
Are you working on any design projects right now outside of work?
No. I think with working part-time as a graphic designer and going to school for graphic design, I think it's nice to probably give design a rest for a bit and explore other things.
Yeah. What are your other things? What are your new hobbies? Fishing, definitely.
Oh, fishing. Fishing's been really fun. I've been enjoying that a lot. I should get on my bike more. That's another thing I should be doing.
What a beautiful time to plug.
Right.
The bike challenge. I'm doing what is it called? The Great Cycle Challenge. It's in September. I believe it's the whole month of September. You have a goal for miles and for a dollar amount you'd like to raise, and it is for childhood cancer. The 3 stories that are on their main page are all about leukemia, and I don't know if it's leukemia specific or if that is the most common childhood cancer. I don't know the answers, but I'm going to ride 200 miles in September, which is not unreasonable, but sometimes I'm lazy, so it'll be a bit of a feat. And I already raised $275.
Nice.
And my goal is $500, and once I hit $500, they send me a jersey.
Wow.
So you should do it.
That's awesome.
Even if you did, like, a couple bike rides.
Okay.
And I think we're going to come do a ride on the new towpath by, there's a new one by Edgewater, yeah? Am I crazy? You're shaking your head like maybe there is one?
Perhaps.
So,
I don't remember.
my friend Katie, who just got deemed cop officer, she has been wanting to go there, and then my brother Joe wants to go, and the guy we did the long ride with last year, we're going to try to get him to go. So I think I'm going to, like, set up a couple, like, calendar invites and, like, set up some big rides, so. But you should sign up and get on my team, Smith 440. I don't know what it means to have a team or what it means to have people on your team, but...
I think I joined. Did I join? Did you get a
I didn't
notification?
look. Did you do it?
I
You think you signed up?
I think
Did you get the app?
Nope.
Get the app. It's cool. It's just called Great Cycle Challenge. Hey, Great Cycle Challenge. If you're looking for somebody to make your app more user-friendly, because it's a little clunky, especially when there's options to fill in fields or send an email, that it wouldn't let me send an email the other day. Reach out to me or Stephanie or anybody that is a connection with us on LinkedIn, because we want to help you, because we hate a clunky app.
We hate a clunky app.
We should make shirts.
We hate a clunky app.
Mm-hmm. We can sell it on our Etsy store.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Our Etsy store.
Yeah, I'm going to suck everybody into it. Yeah, I have an Etsy store now, and I'd tell you to look it up, but when I look it up, I can't even find it, so... It's marianicole.design.
Maria Nicole.
And I currently am selling old art projects that seem really dope. But, also, there's prints on there for... Did you find it?
Unless you make jewelry out
Certainly
of...
do not make jewelry.
Change.
Out of change. Isn't that, like, defacing money? Isn't that, like, illegal?
That's what I thought. marianicole.design. There you are.
Where? Oh. It doesn't pull me up when it pulls me up. So you see those prints?
Uh-huh.
All of those are, like, all profits go to the cycle challenge.
Oh, nice.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah, they are cute.
I mean, not, like, super cute, but I like the green one and the orange and blue one.
Yeah.
That kid, the green one, his name is Cash. Oh, I feel, like, unreasonably sad for these kids. Like, just for the hair loss. Which is, like, funny because that's, like, the least bad part about it. But that kid had some freaking cute hair. is all curly. Well,
Anyway.
yeah. I think we've covered all the grounds.
We did it. I hope you guys learned something. But yeah, I guess stay tuned since...
Yeah, I'm going to follow you along your journey.
Yeah, Maria's going to drag me into another one of these in the near future.
Probably another 2. So you should look at your, like, your... I can't think of the word, like, your college plan. And figure where about the middle would be. And then we'll do another one in the middle.
Okay. Well, I look
Tell me when you meet new friends. Really?
I mostly because I'll be like more, in the program.
They might have you take like a speaking class, and by then you might like talking about yourself.
I should do one of those.
Oral communications.
No, what are they? Toastmasters.
Oh, what is that?
What's Toastmasters?
Yeah.
It's like a organization where I think you can join for free. Maybe it's not free. I don't know. But they essentially just teach you how to speak publicly. And it's like a national organization.
I took a really fun oral communications class. It was at LC. The teacher's name was something Custer.